Well, I want to talk about a time I was a chicken. And it involved a couple of young fellas I was hanging out with. Mark Samuels. Anybody know him? Hope not. That's good. Chris Cometta. I was so scared of Chris Cometta. This guy was always asking me, always doing something to irritate me. It's like he had me marked for destruction. So I was just hanging out one day, walking down the hall. Did I tell you how old I was? How old do you think I was? Shout out an age. What do you think I was?
7.
7? No, that was too young. What do we got over here?
2.
13. That's a good guess. That's what it was. I think it was 13. It's all right. I'm damaged from it. You got to help me through this. So I was minding my own business, like I intended to do most of the time. Books in my hand, purpose, heading down the hallway, going where I was supposed to be. When in front of me, I see Chris Cometta, looking right at me, his posse on both sides. I knew he was coming to me. My locker, nowhere to be found, nowhere near it. So I tried to be my usual invisible self, headed to the right side of the hallway. For sure he was going to miss me. There's no way him or any of the other guys were going to get me. They did. He came up to me. I was accosted by him. I don't remember what he said to me, other than I started to sweat. And I knew from that point on, whatever I was carrying was going to be spread everywhere for every pretty girl that I was hoping was going to notice me to see. My humiliation was inevitable. He knocked them out. They were on the floor. I picked them up. He was laughing. He walked away, heading back towards me. I couldn't take it anymore. I came up, I was all books all over the place, papers flying, and I gave him a whack right in the back of the backside. Down on the floor, sliding on the wax tile into the lockers. He got up, he looked at me, he pointed at me, and he said, "This is not over." At that point, it didn't matter. I ruled that hallway. I kicked his ass. I was a hero. It was only like 1:30 in the afternoon. My posse and I left school, galoshes in hand, book bag over my shoulder, cruising down the road, avoiding snowbanks. I portaged a few times, as that's said. Then I heard my voice. "Ian! McDonald!" I turned around, looked, and here comes Mark Samuels. Mark Samuels was a year older and at least 150 pounds bigger than any of us. Well, I thought I was feeling kind of cocky, feeling my oats. I was like, come on, Mark, come see me, come pay me a visit. Every other kid in school was scared of you. I wasn't gonna be. Until he got closer and closer. At me and David Ashworth and Mike Walker were all like, "You can kick his ass, Ian. You can kick his ass." Until he got right up to me. And he was like this tall to me, but he was huge. And he grabbed me and I froze. "What have you got to eat?" That's what he asked me. He was avenging Chris Cometta. He came to find me, but all he wanted to know was what I had to eat. I had that. It was in my pocket. He grabbed me. He threw me in the snow. He grabbed my coat, jerked me off the ground with it, and started eating the apple out of my pocket. I can handle this. Dave, Mike, where is everybody? Everybody's gone. Everybody's gone. So when I got home, the only thing I had left was, well, I didn't have any of that dignity, but I did have a good explanation for what happened to my coat when I told my mother that it was taken by aliens. Thank you.